Hello, our students, Prime 1. Today, we will learn how to tell the time. At first, we have two types of the clock, digital clock and analog clock. If you look to the digital clock, we can see that it shows us the time. For example, what is the time now? It's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Okay, and if you look to the analog clock, you can see that we have the numbers from 1 to 12. And we have two hands here. We have long hand and short hand. The long hand is the minute hand, and the short hand is the hour hand. And today we will learn how to tell the time on the analog clock. At first, we have to know that between each two digits, we have 5 minutes. For example, between 12 and 1, we have 5 minutes. Between 3 and 4, we have 5 minutes. Between 9 and 10, we have 5 minutes, and so on. Okay, now for example, if I show you this clock, what this type? It's analog clock, perfect. Okay, and I ask you, what is the time now? We have two hands. Hour hand and minute hand. Okay, the hour hand is pointing to number 2, perfect. And the minute hand is pointing to 12. So we can see that the time is 2 o'clock, perfect. So the time is 2 o'clock. And we can see on the digital clock, the time will be like this. We can see that when the minute hand pointing to 12, it means 0 minute. Another example. What is the time now? We have to look to the hour hand at first. It's pointing to number 5. Okay. What about the minute hand? It's pointing to 12. So the time is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Okay, another example for you. What is the time now? You have 2 seconds. Try by yourself. Excellent. The time is 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. And it will be like this on the digital clock. What about this? What is the time now? The hour hand and the minute hand is pointing to 12. Think with me. Perfect. The time is 12 o'clock. Another example for you. If I ask you, what is the time now? We can see that the minute hand is pointing to 6 and the hour hand is pointing to 8. So we can see that the time is 8:30. 8:30. 8:30, and on the digital clock it will be 8:30. So we can read it in both ways, 8:30 and 8:30. Another example. What is the time now? The minute hand is pointing to 6. So we will use 8:30. And the hour hand is pointing to 2. So it will be 2:30. Perfect. And we can say also 2:30. Another example. What is the time now? Try by yourself. You have 2 seconds only. Excellent. It's 11:30 or 11:30. Now I have another question for you. I want you to draw the two hands of the clock for to be the clock is 9 o'clock. How to do this? We have two hands, long hand and short hand. The short hand for the hour hand, perfect. So we have to draw here the our hand. And it will be pointing to number 9. Why? Because it's 9 o'clock. Okay. And the other hand is the minute hand. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. So where to draw it? It's have to draw to pointing to number 12. So we draw two hands, our hand and minute hand. Another example, I want you also to draw the two hands of the clock to show 5 o'clock. We have two hands, minute hand and our hand. The short one is our hand. We have to point to the our hand pointing to 5. Excellent. And the minute hand pointing to 12. Excellent. Okay, I have another question, but you have to solve it by yourself. Draw the hands of the clock to show the time. What is the time? Is 1 o'clock. You have 2 seconds. Quickly. Perfect. Another question. I want you to draw the hands of the clock to show the time. The time is 3:30. 3:30. So the minute hand should pointing to 6. Excellent. And what about the hour hand? 3:30. So it will be pointing to 3. So the time is 3:30 or 3:30. Another example, but you have to solve it by yourself. You have to show the time on the clock. What is the time? 7:30 or 7:30. You have 2 seconds. Quickly. Excellent. Now it's your turn. You have a homework on the activity book, pages 47 and 48. Bye.